in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Now here's Barrett. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami. Here's Wilson. He's guarded by Hero. Wilson, no good. Heat trail by 10. Down low. And it's Rozier. That time on the assist by Hero. Hero's got 4 assists in the game. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. It's Barrett on the wing. Robinson defending. Pass to Wilson. Inside, Hurdle. Kept alive, and another shot. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Raptors lead by 10.
The hand in the face does nothing to distract Jakob Poeltl. How about the size, the strength? Going to be hard to block this guy's shot.
Now here's Rozier. Give him 8. Toronto grabs the miss. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Wilson. It's hauled in by the Heat. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Timeout called, the Raptors. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not.
So it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for Toronto. Hit a couple.
Your Raptors, 43. The Heat, 34.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution. So far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Setting the floor for Miami. We've got Kevin Love. Tyler Hero is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Raptors lead by 9. Here's Wilson. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Wilson's gotten his second bucket of the game. And for the Heat, they're shooting about 41%. Rozier outside. Pass to Hero. Here's Jovic. He's guarded by Barnes. Shot left block. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaime Jaquez Jr. was excited to join his favorite player, Jimmy Butler, on the Heat. He told me, I loved watching Jimmy because he's a complete player and he leaves everything on the floor. He's a winner, and that's the type of player I want to be. And for his part, Butler said he is so confident and he knows what it takes to win. Brian, there's no higher compliment.
You're right about that, Allie. Thanks. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Count that one. Wilson's gotten his third basket of the night.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Rozier gets the bucket.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Wilson passes to Barnes. On the wing, Grady Dick. Pass to Wilson.
Heat foul, Tyler Hero. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Wilson.
And he drops the first. Doris, this has been a good few years for teams from small markets, don't you think?
I certainly do, Brian. I mean, think about some of the most exciting players we have in the league. They're young, but they are captivating. Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City. Giannis has been in Milwaukee his entire career. The list goes on.
And it's Jaquez with the ball for the Heat, trailing by 13. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Barrett with it. No made baskets yet. And that one's good. Wilson.
I just love the ball movement.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now Hero. He's got 6. Pass to Love. Here's Jovic. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Miami.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Wilson. He's guarded by Hero. Now Grady Dick. 6 to shoot. Here's Barnes. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Timeout called, the Heat. And how about Scotty Barnes, Doris? Named an All-Star during his 3rd season in 2024.
And, in fact, the 3rd youngest All-Star that year. Listen, he has upgraded his playmaking. He's still getting better, and I think that's the scary part for the rest of the league.
So for Miami, Robinson, he's checked in for Love. Burks comes in for Rozier. And Richardson subbed in for Hero. Heat trail by 19. A moment. Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Kevin Love's checked in for Jovic. Highsmith comes in for Robinson. Rozier, he's checked in for Burks. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Richardson. Barnes, no good.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
There it is, the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Then it's Grady Dick. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Wilson in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Hero. To the paint. Here's Highsmith.
Well, when you have size at your disposal, you've got to use that to your advantage. And Jakob Poeltl throws that shot off there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Wilson. Right side, Barrett. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Wilson's got 12 points here in the second half.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
Hero finds Rozier. Now here's Jaquez. Looking to get back on track. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Barrett.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to Barnes. Here's Wilson, pounded by Rozier. Barnes, counted. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Now here's Hero. Tight defense on him. Jaquez drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his second personal
It's going to go
foul.
on R.J. Barrett.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
For the Heat.
Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
And Jaquez drops them both. Toronto leading by 18. Here's Wilson. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
And it's Rozier with the ball for the Miami Heat. Hero outside. That's tipped. Wilson passes to Barnes. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it.
Heat ball.
Here's Rozier. Pass to Highsmith.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Outside Jaquez. Hero outside. Releases. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Wilson. He's guarded by Hero. Barnes. Love grabs the miss.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Pass to Hero. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, B.A., it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Raptors.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Scotty Barnes.
What you love